I'm wondering, can we be emotionally intelligent? Have we got the capacity to control our emotions? A little bit controversial and maybe touch a raw nerve on some people. Some would say no, and that their emotions rule them and that they're actually a prisoner to their emotions. But why is that? Because maybe we feel we can't control the emotion we're eating, or having to have that drink when we get back from work because it's been a stressful day. Maybe it's refusing to see any good in this life. Or perhaps it's someone that suffers with anxiety and we almost feel like someone else has got the steering wheel of our emotions. Baz, are you coming for a walk?
I am coming for a walk.
Wow, turns out don't need a jacket.
It's a beautiful day.
It's lovely. Sun. You can't really do an Instagram perfect selfie with this sun, can you? It's like... I read somewhere the other day that emotional intelligence is described as this: understand and manage your own emotions and those of the people around you. Personally, I disagree with the last one. And this is why. In my experience... Hello, gorgeous! Is this what you want? Come on, camera! Come on, camera! Come on in! Right, so as I said, I personally disagree with the last one because in my experience, which as Baz says is lots apparently,
Lots of it.
the only two things we can control, the thoughts that we choose to pay attention to and our reactions and behaviours to those thoughts. I personally believe that we can be emotionally intelligent because I've done it and I've seen others do it as well. I've seen it in Freedom7, I've seen it with the control stuff, I've even seen it in F7. Actually, I've just seen it on all our programs basically. And I think what it's about is about being your own the dark side hero. That's my Yoda impression.
You do Chewbacca better than you do Yoda.
That's Chewbacca. But I believe it's being your own personal Yoda. I've done it with my fear of water. I've done it with my own OCD. I've done it with depression, with the bipolar. I've done it with my own issues with eating. There's a crazy dog near me. I've done it with sabotage, fear of success, the whole freaking lot, and the list goes on and on and on. I've been able to get my own emotional intelligence. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still working on it. I've been working on it for about 20 years, and I still will be, because to get the grip of anything, to get good at anything, you need to be doing it all the time, right? To become a master of it, like Yoda. I think it can be a bit of a difficult thing to get to grips with. Why? Because it happens so quickly. It's like being on a motorway when you're going 80, 90 miles an hour down the motorway and everything's a blur. It's just happening so quickly. But when you slow down, you're in a traffic jam, you have time to see it. You can even see the bottle of piss that the lorry driver's left on the side of the road. You get to notice the tiny details. Now, Baz, would you like me, if you just pick your knickers out your bum?
No, I've just got a scratchy bum.
Would you like me to tell you how you know if you are emotionally intelligent or not?
That was not a question, that was a statement, I think.
These are kind of like the standout things. This is kind of what I've taken from my experience and what I've noticed in all the other people, all the other freedom fighters that we've worked with. You stop and think before doing something. You stop and think after you've done something. You're able to change your focus when it comes to your thoughts, and you're willing to let go, and you can empathise with other people. And if I'm honest with you, I don't think this comes easy. Do you need coaching to be able to do it? Possibly. I've had a little bit of everything from everywhere. I've had coaching, I've had, you know, psychiatric help with it. I've had you know, my own experience. I've read books, I've sat and I've thought about things, I've used the control system, so I've had a whole host of things go in to help me be emotionally intelligent. I think you can do it on your own, but I think you'll take a lot longer to get there than if you did it with somebody else.
If you don't have a coach, you've got to find out all them dead ends that don't work for you. And by having a coach, you bypass all them dead ends that don't work and you go straight to the source. It's a more direct route to be or have or whatever it is you want.
I suppose it's about somebody being able to point it out for you, because sometimes we can't see the nose in front of our face. Can you see the nose in front of your face? If I do that, I think that's a shit saying, so I can actually see my nose in front of my face. Can you see your nose?
Depends how big your nose is.
So if you want to be able to be emotionally intelligent, I've got 3 words for you. The best way to start. Listen, detach yourself from what's going on. That's a tricky one. And just simply observe. Observe what is going on. They would be my kind of top tips, I would say, when it comes to being able to be emotionally intelligent, putting yourself back in the driving seat, really, of your life, because that's what our emotions are. They rule our lives. So for me, it just makes sense to be the master of those.